Issue 2. Just for today. Just for today, I will live through the next 12 hours and not try to tackle all the problems of my life at one time. Just for today, I will improve my mind. I will learn one useful thing. I will read something that requires effort, thought, and consideration. Just for today, I will be agreeable. I will look my best, speak quietly, and be courteous and considerate. Just for today, I will not find fault with any friend, relative, or colleague. I will not try to change or improve anyone but myself. Just for today, I will have a program and follow it as closely as I can. I will save myself from two deadly enemies, haste and indecision. Just for today, I will do someone a good turn and keep it a secret. If anyone finds out about it, the good deed won't count, so I'll have to do another one to make up for it. Just for today, I will do two things I don't want to do, just for exercise. Just for today, I will be unafraid. In particular, I will be courageous enough to enjoy that which is beautiful. I will believe that what I give to the world will give to me. What does it mean? 1. I will save myself from two deadly enemies, haste and indecision. 2. If anyone finds out about it, the good deed won't count, so I'll have to do another one to make up for it. 3. I will believe that what I give to the world will give to me. Comprehension. 1. How is today going to be different from other days? 2. According to the list, why do something that is not enjoyable? 3. How can one be brave in terms of the list?
Teen Talk. One. What do you do to improve your mind? 2. What do you do to improve your body? 3. What are your most serious problems these days? If you have solved them all, how did you do it? 4. What are you going to do to solve your biggest problem? 5. What do your parents think about you? Do you think they are proud of you? Why or why not? 6. Do you think it's easy to change yourself? Why or why not? 7. What are you most afraid of in life? 8. What do you want to do the most at present? 9. Why do many people fail to keep in good shape through regular exercise? Give at least 3 reasons. 10. People seem ready to find fault with others, but not themselves. Why?
Opinion samples. 1. I can't change myself because I don't even understand myself. My parents, friends, teachers, and others are constantly telling me things about myself that I had never even thought of before they told me. I often think they must be mistaken, but after I give the matter some thought, I usually come to realize that they were not wrong after all. So I can't help wondering, if everyone else knows so much about me, why don't I realize the same things? Why are they such secrets, at least as far as I am concerned? And Most importantly, if I don't know what I am, how can I ever expect to become something else?
Questions. 1. How well do you know yourself? Do you think you understand yourself perfectly? Give an example. 2. Do you agree that others understand you better than you do? Why or why not? 3. Explain who or what you are.
2. I'm afraid of many things. I don't want to die in a burning building. I don't want to be in a train wreck or get cancer. I hope we never have another war here again. These kinds of fears are very normal, don't you think? And yet, all of them are pretty unlikely, at least anytime soon. So I guess maybe I should not worry about these things excessively. More realistically then, what I fear most is not having any friends. If I had to distrust everyone around me and could not depend on other people, how could I ever accomplish anything? I know I'm not smart enough or strong enough to do everything on my own.
Questions. 1. Are you fearful that war or natural disaster will occur soon? Why or why not? 2. Are you scared of catching a cold? Why or why not? What diseases are you afraid of? 3. Are you concerned about getting bad grades in school? Why or why not?
Dialogue. Did you hear about Bertha?
No, what happened?
Well, I heard that she had a big fight with Jack and they broke up.
That's terrible. They seemed like the perfect couple.
I always knew that Bertha's bad temper would get her into trouble.
I never noticed she had a bad temper.
Why do you always contradict me?
Whoa, settle down. You don't need to get so upset.
What do you mean? You call me a liar and then you say I shouldn't get upset?
But I didn't say you were lying. I just made an observation, that's all.
I'll settle down when you apologize.
Okay, I'm sorry.
Apology accepted. Now, where was I?
You were talking about Bertha's bad habits.
She has a lot of them, you know.
Such as?
She's an inveterate gossip, always running her friends down.
Yes, I noticed that.
And deceitful. She's always trying to steal somebody else's boyfriend.
No, really?
She's too secretive. There always has to be a big mystery about everything.
Oh?
And she thinks she's hot stuff, always prancing around with new clothes and fancy jewelry.
Speaking of which, those are very nice earrings you're wearing. Where did you get them?
I'm sorry. I promised I wouldn't tell who gave them to me. But they're gorgeous, aren't they? They match perfectly my new blouse and shoes.
Why are you dressing up so much these days? Even more than usual.
Well, now that Jack is available, I want him to notice me.
Why are you so interested in Jack? In my opinion, he's too wishy-washy.
Questions. 1. In what ways does Chloe seem oblivious about her own shortcomings? List as many as you can. 2. What about Tyrone? Does he seem to know his own character very well? Read and discuss. Standing up. A. These days, I often see a pregnant woman board a bus and stand, while young men listen to their music and pretend not to notice her. Many times, I've watched teenagers chatter like birds with their friends and act cool, while a passenger wearing leg braces stands right in front of them. Almost every day, I see men and women who are so old and weak that they can't even stand up straight, but the young men wearing muscle shirts and tennis shoes continue to sit in their seats until they reach their destination. I guess, with all those muscles they're showing off, they must be very tired. I was taught common courtesy at a young age. I remember being told by my mother that if I didn't offer my seat to a handicapped person or an elderly man or woman, or a woman with child or one with several small children to take care of, she'd make sure I wouldn't be able to sit down again for a week. Today, people have no respect for members of their own family, so how can we expect them to respect strangers? B. Do you know why so many women stand on buses and subways while the men sit and read their newspapers? I'll tell you. Those men were raised with no manners. Last week, I was seated behind a woman and her teenage son. The kid was engrossed in his comic book. An elderly woman got on and stood near us, struggling to stay upright. She had a cane and limped badly. The woman in front of me gave her son a sharp poke in the ribs and said, "Get up and give that lady your seat right now before I let you have it upside your head." I agree that she was not very refined in her speech, but she sure was doing a fine job of instilling proper respect in her son, and I told her so when I got off.
Questions. 1. Do you think people should give up their seats to the elderly or the very young? Why or why not? 2. Some people argue that they have as much right to a seat on a public conveyance as anyone else. There aren't enough seats to go around, so it's a matter of first come, first served. Do you agree? 3. When was the last time you saw a pregnant woman on a bus or subway and did not offer her a seat? How did you feel? The last time you actually gave up your seat in such a situation, how did you feel?
Pictures talk. One. Questions. 1. What's the meaning of yesterday? 2. Which is the most important among these three things? Yesterday, today, or tomorrow? Why? 3. Do you think time passes fast or slow? Why do you think so?
2. Questions. 1. If you had 24 hours of your own without any responsibilities, how would you spend that time? 2. What if you had a whole year of your own? 3. Do you want to know what will happen in your future? Why or why not? What's your advice? 1. I am a boy in middle school. For a long time, I have been in love with Beth, but I was too shy to tell her how I felt about her. We see each other a lot, at school and other places, and she always smiles at me and seems to want to have a closer relationship with me. So finally, I got up enough courage to tell her how I felt and asked her to be my girlfriend. But, still smiling, she said, "No, I just want us to be friends." Whenever we see each other now, she treats me the same way she always did, but I still feel the same way. I can't sleep, eat, or study, and I don't even want to go to school. What's worse, every classmate knows about how she rejected me. Is there something I can do to change her mind? Do you think she feels the same way I do, but maybe she is too afraid of her feelings to let me know about it? Or should I try to forget her and get on with my life? Should I accept her invitation to be friends, or would I be better off trying to keep away from her altogether? What should I do?
2. I am a middle school student. I love my boyfriend, who is handsome, smart, and the most popular boy in his class. He is 2 years older than I am. But when we are together, somehow we always end up arguing with each other, although usually it is not about anything serious. We are always able to make up with each other before we say goodbye. But he's very assertive and controlling. He never wants to do things I enjoy, but insists that I share his pleasures. If he does not get his own way, he pouts or gets angry, and I have to try to jolly him back into a good mood. He has never been violent with me, but sometimes I am afraid of him. Even if he apologizes for his behavior, which does not happen often, he never takes it to heart. He never tries to act differently. I know that we are not really suited to one another and that we should end the relationship at once, but I am afraid I will not be able to forget him. I know I could never find another boyfriend as wonderful as he is. Do you have any words of wisdom for me?